one half of the tag team champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommates from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 750. Tuesdays we've been talking about professionalized wrestling here. Sorgatron Media here in Pittsburgh, PA. I am the aforementioned Sorgatron. We had a fun one planned here tonight. Literally, I just know that Mayhem Mania is happening. I know a wheel is about to be involved. Here's the wheel in question. There it goes. It's a new process. I notice there's no names on this yet. But
Sorg,
yes.
do you hear that in the distance?
Wait, what's that? What is that? From Beacon, New York. He's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. He is, and a Slammy Award, who now knows how to hit people with it thanks to Jordan Styles last week. A Mad Mike.
Sorg, do you hear that in the distance?
Do you want to build snowman?
I hear a rumble.
I forgot all about. We should probably preview the damn Royal Rumble
We probably
tonight.
talk about the Royal Rumble.
We did last night. We talked about the stupid bird channel, and they were all going to be force fed into subscribing to in 2 months. No, a month and a half. I don't know time.
It's only a matter of time before we're all forced the cock.
You know, I was a mess to figure out if they. I thought the show was starting a half an hour early just now. And then we started 10 minutes late. So see how my math is working. Anyways, also, as advertised, back on the show, professional wrestler, retired, currently. Well, nope, that's just Mike. That's just Mike. That's just Mike drinking a Coke or something over there. That's the wrong button. I'm not used to this. In studio, surprise, Christian Noir is with us. Hello, Christian Noir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Sorg and Mike?
All right, been a while on the show, but not so long since I've seen you. Seen you at Fight Underground not too long ago in the background, at least.
Yeah, I was there roaming around, wearing my stitched together mask, promoting social distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because a scary face tells you stay 6 feet away from me.
It helps. It helps. Could use one of those. I've seen some masks though that are just like the get backs and the like demon faces or things like that, or just Timothy Titan's face apparently. I just edited that aftermath the other day, and I'm just
a Timothy Titan mask, that would keep anybody 6 feet away.
Yes,
the face alone does that as well.
Oof. Oh, we should get Tim on the show. I think he'd be fun when, over on this. So, anyways, if you're out there, Titan, what's up? I know I see you in the Facebook group from time to time. So, but no, thank you for joining us and bullshitting with us and Mayhem Mania with us this evening, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's good to see you all again, and especially like you said, it's been a year and some change of retirement. So
Yeah. We'll get into how that's been treating you. So,
Hey, you know what? You picked a good year to not want to wrestle.
yeah, everything worked out perfectly. So it's like I don't even really. There'll be times I'll be thinking like, man, I kind of miss it. I was like, no, with everything going on right now.
yeah.
I was like, like you said, I picked a good time. Everything just kind of lined up together.
Awesome. We'll talk a little bit about that here later in the show. In the meantime, everybody, please go check out WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Please hit us up at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0, at Mayhem Show on the Twitter and the Facebook page and group. And, of course, please subscribe to the show over on your favorite podcast catcher. And, of course, especially rate and review us over on Apple Podcasts. Or if your catcher has that, please do that there as well. And, of course, we are also on Facebook. We're live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Facebook Live for Wrestling Mayhem Show on the YouTube page and over on the Sorgatron Media Twitch page. So wherever, fuck Periscope, it's dying in a month. As a Periscope descends below the water, a peacock rises from the ashes.
Wow, Sorg, you need to write that quote down somewhere. That's good.
Well, I think I just recorded it for all to see on the internet. So
that's fair, but like, I feel like you should tweet that out.
I just realized both are. I just realized those both exchanges are happening in March. Twitter said that Periscope is dying and that we were streaming on. But the point is,
WMS coming soon to Peacock.
you know, I passed on a chance of this show being on Fight TV years ago.
Oh my God!
We were on there, and man, I should have stuck with it.
Well, to be fair,
it's my fault.
Then we'd be counter programming to Impact.
We would have been, but you know what I mean.
Technically, we always have been.
I have a feeling we would have kicked off sooner or later, anyways. But anyways, Patreon.com. Say hello to our friends on Fight. So, hello to our friends at Patreon as well, supporting the show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show, including at the fan of the show level, our friends Bo Diggity. Woo! As well as Ed Burke, Bobby of J-Town, and Team Hammer Fist. And our friends at the Poppy Club level, Dave Ponder and Tina Keys. Pizza Club friends at Doc Remedy and Kyle Turner. And at the seemingly more and more competitive level, I need to double check that this has not changed. I apologize, but we do have Bradley, Heel Bradley Brothers is one of the supporters there. Yep, you get that. Farnsworth Investments. And, where's the tallies at? Just double checking. Mike, you haven't changed yours yet, right?
I haven't changed. No.
You're at $21, the super manager, and at $25, the super duper manager. Or did he change that? I don't know where we're at right now. I don't know how to read these reports, man.
Sorg, I'm eventually going to get up there.
Our friends OccupyProWrestling.com over there. So Alex Cars, they joined us last week here on the show. It is getting competitive because coming up here, I believe it is now going to be end of March, beginning of April, will be our Patreon in the bank for Mayhem Mania, which is our big interactive experiment we do here on the show. I think it's the 7th year.
Where we play God.
Yeah, or Vince McMahon.
No. We brought someone back from the dead last year. We play God.
You play who Vince thinks he is.
God.
Yes.
That's
true. That's
technically, I played Thanos last year. I even brought out my gauntlet.
You did do that. You absolutely did do that. But anyways, yeah, there's your 21. Actually, I think Occupy. No, there's the 25. I see. Okay, there's the levels, and then there's the actual. Got it.
Alex says he wants to be listed at the just trying to outbid Mad Mike level. I love that.
I want to start the more than Mad Mike level on Patreon and officially.
The Make Mike Matter level.
Yeah, and like under the benefits will be everything from the previous, plus you made Mad Mike matter, Mike.
I love this. Wait,
we'll see.
Hold on. Tina says, Sorg, check the Patreon again.
Oh, no. Oh no! Is this? Are we live updating these? Hold on a second.
Man. Oh man.
Why don't I? Oh! Hello to our newest manager,
Oh man.
Tina Keys
Wow.
from
Bravo.
Seattle.
Oh my.
Wow, with a vengeance.
Wow.
Now, with her as a manager, we can make Tina time official time. So there you go.
Next week's show will be on Pacific time.
No, I have to state 9 p.m. Eastern now.
6 p.m. y'all.
6 p.m. Tina time, which is for on the West Coast. So respect all the time zones, and for everybody in the middle, do the math.
In the middle. Do the math. We know it's not your strong suit.
Oh! I was about to give love to our friend Brandon in Kansas City. Nice.
East Coast elitism.
Okay. At least he's leaning into it. All right, course correction. Let's talk about other things that cost money. Peacock. We'll touch on it briefly. We'll touch the Peacock briefly here.
Oh.
We're just gonna do the tip.
Yes, we're gonna just
the tip of the
just
cock.
the
That's it.
tip of the Peacock.
You got to buy dinner first.
Yes. We're not talking about Tina too along with this. I just want to make clear we separate it with a hyphen new topic. But actually we did talk about this in depth last night for about a half an hour. There's a standalone video you can see on the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube page of us talking about WWE Network and Peacock. But if you do not tune into that, or you've been avoiding the news and not listening to Just Pro Wrestling News podcast at justprowrestlingnews.com with the wonderful Matt Carlins, WWE has entered into an agreement for 5 years and about do I do the pinky? $1 billion.
$1 billion
with NBC Universal and the Peacock streaming service. If you're unaware, unless you were a huge fan of Saved by the Bell, because I just finished that series, the reboot, not the old one. I watched it on first run, and it started in 1989, so I'm now aged. I
wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
Sorg, just answer me this: did Miss Bliss come back?
No.
Fuck.
Yo, I thought.
Spoiler
alert! I thought Mr. Belding was supposed to come back, and I thought I saw him in the trailer, and he was not in a single episode.
Oh,
I'm pissed.
You're losing me second by second on this show.
But better than Fuller House. Fight me.
That's a low bar.
Thank you. A lot of Twitter disagrees with me.
Fuller House, like honestly, to be fair, the only reason to watch Fuller House is because of the return of Stephanie's friend that was the cool girl on the original sitcom that got Stephanie to try smoking. That's the only reason. I forget the actress's name right now, and I'm going to look it up.
The part about Saved by the Bell is they flash back to the one where Kelly is offered a joint. And they're like, don't do it. That's bad. You'll ruin everything. And then like 2 episodes later, they talk about how they got the joint from the pop-up weed distributor in front of Max's.
Yeah.
A pop-up weed distributor.
Yes. Because it's California.
Never mind.
Yeah. Like it's California, and it's good. There's enough of the old cast. Screech is in space for some reason. But wherever he is. But if you're an old fan, it's good, and it makes fun of the old and kind of points out, and it's good. The premise is like a inner city. Why am I talking about Saved by the Bell so deeply? I want you to watch Saved by the Bell, guys, so they'll do another season. That's the reason.
Right,
that's the real reason.
Listen,
all of you are going to be able to, because if you got WWE Network, you're going to be full of the cock in about 2 months.
I mean, like, wait, how far are we? How far are we talking? We're talking like balls deep full.
At least $5 worth.
That ain't bad at all, man. Just gotta just bite down and close your eyes.
The cliff notes on this is
Welcome
welcome to
that's actually the March pay-per-view.
Welcome to the next forever of this show in the next 5
Oh
years.
no, they're never getting rid of this.
No.
They're like after every pay-per-view, we're gonna be So, what's the cock worth it this month?
What was your night on the cock like Sunday?
It was like,
Man,
it hurt from beginning to end.
WrestleMania, being on the cock for 8 hours. That's just a really long time.
I'm so glad. You know what? That explicit tag at the beginning is really paying off this week, guys. But
And how?
the point is, if you have WWE Network now, you pay $9.99. Apparently, that will roll over in some faction. We're not sure yet. There's no details on that technically, but by March 18th, you will be able to watch your WWE Network on the Peacock streaming app, wherever that is. Apparently not Fire TV Stick, I guess, yet. So hopefully they solve that.
Oh.
I saw a comment about it, unconfirmed, but somebody said that it's not on their Fire Stick yet. But I can't imagine it's going to take that much longer. Who knows?
HBO didn't get on Fire Stick until December.
They didn't get on Roku until then because they were just like, oh, Wonder Woman's coming. We're making this shit happen. But anyways, and it's all back end deals to share revenue and crap like that with like the providers and everything. But anyways,
Tina says, let's hope that pullout game is strong, or Manscaped.
Oh no, we don't pull out here.
Holy shit! Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that coming from the chat room. But the point is, on March 18th, you will migrate or sign up for a new or whatever with $4.99 for their premium service with ads, mind you. You will be able to get supposedly all the same content, including the pay-per-views. Royal Rumble Fastlane will be, I think, on the 19th or something. I think I'm messing up these dates. And then of course WrestleMania and everything, like basically what we get now with WWE Network. Should not change. But what will change is you will now be in the Peacock interface right next to Saved by the Bell reboot that y'all should watch so I can get that second season.
Oh no. And
The Office. And there's a streaming component to it where there's like channels when you tune in, like, hey, here's the news, here's Unsolved Mysteries, back to back. Here's The Office, SNL clips back to back.
Every old show from the 80s and 90s, and barely any new content.
Here's a bunch of 30 Rocks. And then also
now that show is called 30 Cock.
God, I wish 30 Rock was still around so they would cover this. But anyways, you will also get a WWE channel there for streaming as well, which you technically get WWE Network, but it's kind of buried right now, I think, right?
You don't. There's no real streaming. There is overseas.
No, there is. If you,
I know, but there's no like link for the live feed. It's just they show whatever's playing now.
Yeah.
Like,
so what happens is, because this happened today because I watched the India show this morning, right? And then afterwards it goes in the next show and everything like that. So if you go, it's not explicitly here's what's on now, but it's more you go to the page and you get there it is. Like right now, the Best of WWE is playing, and it says watch, and you're gonna watch that. That's not like you're gonna watch it from the beginning. Like you're watching what is streaming wherever it is right now at 9:25 p.m. Sorg time. And you get the interstitials and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's where that exists, but that will be an explicit channel, I'm sure, at the bottom right next to Unsolved Mysteries on your Peacock app or wherever that is. Now, the fun addition is, as we talked about last night, if you have, say, Comcast or Cox Cable, I know geographically that's not everybody, but that should, or even like if I had TV, I'd have Fios, right? But included in those are the $5 ad-supported edition, which means you will get all of WWE Network pretty much with your cable subscription at no additional cost. If you want to pay $5, you'll get things without commercials, which I don't think is going to matter much for the live streaming pay-per-views. Still not confirmed, but I can't. We'll see. But so that's where that's at. Christian, have you been seeing this news? Like, as I don't know if you are a subscriber or anything like that, or if you're a big Saved by the Bell fan. Because that's the real question.
Saved by the Bell probably caught a episode, but when I gave up on Saved by the Bell when someone made it my interest music for his show. I Saved by the Bell is the devil, and Full House is where it's at.
I'm gonna have to fight you.
I mean,
Boy
I've been on the juice, man. We could go right now.
Yo, I've been hitting that Apple Fitness hard the last 2 weeks. You better watch out. I've been hitting that. I've been hanging with Scott on the treadmill. You better watch the fuck out. I got Greg with 2 G's giving me my cooldowns, my mindful cooldowns. Do not fuck with Sorg right now. Why the fuck do I have all this energy all of a sudden? Anyways, but I don't know. I think I think the interface will be annoying, but you got everything and it's cheaper. So I think it works out in the end. Is the short of it on my end at least.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like a pretty good deal. You said what, like $5, right?
yeah, $5 you can watch WrestleMania, or if you have Comcast cable and already being overcharged, you have WrestleMania. So
and it's just a constant live stream. So like even like I can't even rewind if I miss something.
oh no, it's the live stream and it's the on demand, just like WWE Network. Like it's all there. Like if you go on there, you can go watch the Office episodes. You know what I mean? So it's a Netflix basically. It's a what is the equivalent? Who like what HBO used to be?
It's like Cockflix.
It's like what?
It's a Cockflix.
It's Cockflix. Yes. So
you're watching WrestleMania, and you're like, man, I don't like this match. Let me go watch an episode of Full House real quick.
No, that's on Netflix.
Oh.
This is the new problem, right? So it's just like, oh wait,
Like,
which app
man,
is this?
I don't want to see this match. Let me watch an episode of The Office quick.
Yes, there you go. Or some
Or
sketches from
Randy Orton's making his entrance. I could watch 10 cold opens for The Office while he makes his way down.
or the SNL channel.
Let me
or-
file my taxes while he does his entrance.
It's a whole other. I don't know if they sponsor that show. But so that's the big news there, and of course WWE Network. The most recent news is this morning they had a show. Maybe you didn't catch it because you were working, or let's be honest, half of us are working at home, so you probably had it on. But there was an India-based show. I want to say that quote marks called Superstar Spectacle. I want to say spectacular. But apparently in India it's Republic Day.
I believe, I think this already aired in India on TV.
It aired simultaneously. I did the math on time zones.
Okay.
It aired.
Okay, because there were commercial breaks, which I thought
There
was
were
odd.
commercial breaks. And I don't think it was a simulcast because they didn't have anything in between the commercial breaks. It was just like fade out and ins, like if you were watching Raw afterwards. So it aired there because I think this is a new deal they have with the India's Sony Television. Is there one of their local television providers, I guess? And I think I'm guessing they're the ones that carry like the WWE programming in India. So I wonder, purely speculation, nobody really knows unless you're in the office, right? If there was supposed to be an India tour now and this might have been a live show there. Obviously, they did it in the Thunderdome since they're not going to India anytime soon. But they have a lot of the Indian talent they've been training because they're training here in Orlando, down there in Orlando, with WWE because they haven't established an India Performance Center yet. I wonder if that would have happened by now under a different time. A different timeline. So it was kind of every match featured one of their India talents. Some of them from Great Khali's school. They had some bits with Great Khali, and of course, Great Khali is celebrated as the first, Indian-born champion. Jinder Mahal made a comeback. Looks great, by the way. Teaming with the Bollywood boys, reunited at last, and nobody getting thrown around by Randy Orton. It was kind of nice. It was, it's kind of like a hey, here's Tom Stars, here's Ric Flair instead of Marcus Bivens. Sad about that with his team.
That just pissed me off.
To be fair, who in India knows Marcus Bivens versus Ric Flair? You got more mileage out of it.
Well, it's Malcolm Bivens. So
Malcolm,
who on this show knows Malcolm Bivens?
Yes, there you go. Sorry, but anyway.
But like. Ric Flair just turned heel.
I thought he turned confused last night.
No, I'm sorry. When you're groping a woman that's literally a third your age, you're a heel.
I don't know. That's a pimp. I don't know. That's a pimp move right there.
Yeah,
though.
man, you're talking about The Godfather. I don't know. It's.
No. We should not be normalizing this.
Well, I mean, we did in the '90s, and that's what I'm getting at. But there's
That's
that.
the problem.
Oh, I'm not saying this isn't a problem.
Undertaker.
Okay. Well, some points before we touch on that touchy subject.
Flair just got game.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
She's married with a child. He's married with several children.
It's getting a little too real.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Lacey's daughter was part of a storyline about how good of a mother Lacey was.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for that paper.
Remember anything about this shit at all?
And then nobody cared, and now she's back to being a hussy.
And now people just hate it.
Yeah.
Not the good kind.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair is risking his life every single day he's there.
There's that too, of course. But and that's a thing too. But it's Florida.
And Lacey strikes me as an anti-masker.
Oh.
Just saying.
Oh.
She does.
Yes.
She strikes me as a lot of things, but an anti-masker is one of them.
I paid Lacey to step on me.
What?
What?
The step.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I should clip that or not. I'm making no notes here, and this is gonna be a tough couple of days.
I'm gonna get something on from Instagram on her. It's just like, you want me to do what now? I was like, look, I'll PayPal you like $25 and I'll pay for your flight.
Anyways,
only on the cock.
Only on the cock. Jeez.
I'm just waiting for one of the announcers to slip up and not say Peacock.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like Kevin Owens or Big E or something.
No,
like
won't be
that,
Kevin Owens. He's way too professional.
Okay, all right.
Way too. It could be Natty.
Xavier Woods.
I'm picturing Natty. I don't know why.
She seems like she would do that.
Natty strikes me as the kind to slip up.
Oh boy.
And Graves might say it under his breath.
Yeah. It's right there. You just want to say, you have to say Peacock. But
the cock is right there, just in everyone's mouths.
Yeah, on the tip of your tongue, if you will. And you just want to say, you want to say on, you want to say on something that's striking, and that's the word that's going to come to your mind, right? You're not going to say live on the P.
That doesn't make it much better.
Yeah,
no, but
there's no good way with this.
What? If you're NBC, why would you do this?
Because you're the Peacock. Like, that's your thing, and you're bought into that. And somebody on that C-suite level does not see the issue here. And now you've handed this word grenade to wrestling fans with podcasts.
Guys, we had the Thunderdome for 1 week before you guys made it so that no one could get into that thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had to do fake fans for NXT.
Yeah.
That's how little trust they have in us now.
I literally just wrote on my notes cock grenade. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and just imagine the signs when there are fans again.
Dude, could you imagine if they were on a channel called the Peacock in 1998 Attitude Era?
There would be a sign.
There would be so many cock signs.
Yeah, there'd be shirts. It'd be, I have 2 words for you. Cock it.
It would have been get the F out of the cock.
And if you're using a car, guaranteed DX would have capitalized on that.
Exactly.
Legit, like you said, looking back in the day, those signs were reckless. There was a sign, I think it was WCW. They said, "I hope this person gets AIDS."
Yeah, and they did not take that. They put a camera on it. That was weird.
I was like, man, I know I hate people. I know I want people to die, but Jesus, man, I never wanted AIDS for another human.
No.
I mean, unless you can see they're in distress and they just need people to help them out. Unless that's what we're talking about. But South Park did a whole episode on that. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that. Undertaker has opinions. We understand. What was he on the Joe Rogan podcast? Was it? What are these podcasts making all these trouble for the rest of us? But I
Joe Rogan have 15 years podcast experience? I don't think so.
Don't get me started on Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's insane. That's why I love him.
The pinnacle of Joe Rogan's career was when he was on one sketch of the Chappelle Show, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he went from like fear,
Rogan, you crazy.
Yeah, when he went from like Fear Factor to like everything else, and I was like, Joe Rogan, like, what are you doing? You're the host of Fear Factor. Don't be out here trying to fight and give your opinions. Like, go back to watching people do shit you don't want to do. I don't want to eat cow this and jump in a pile of spiders. No.
Yeah. That was I gotta pay my rent show there. I guess. But hey, he's got his podcast thing and he just gets to talk every day and get paid for it. Man, must be nice. Must be nice.
Well, at least he's not on the cock.
No, he's on the Spotify, isn't he?
He's on the spot.
He's on
Got
the
it.
spot. Yeah, that's not even interesting.
No.
So what Undertaker was on his podcast and he says some things that listen, okay, first of all, I think when you're the Undertaker, you're allowed to have an opinion.
Oh, I'm not
First
saying,
of all,
I'm
I
not
want
saying
to
you're not
say
allowed to have an
I want to
opinion.
say he's earned his right to his opinion. And also understand the Undertaker's perspective on things.
He's a tired old man who hasn't moved on from anything past the 1990s.
That is one way to say it, but I would say that the Undertaker would also be somebody who has been removed from the normalcy of the locker room and what that may have become for basically the last 10 years.
And he's been removed from society for that long as well?
Yeah, at least he's on.
The second you say back when men are men, you lose the argument completely.
Yes, unless you're Silas Young, because it works for him.
No, even then.
Oh, Silas Young does a good job with that gimmick. Come on.
All right, but
you don't watch Ring of Honor. I think
yeah,
he does a good
but
job.
that's his gimmick.
Yes.
There's a difference. If you say that as Mark Calloway,
yes, Mark's saying it. Also, it'd be weird if Undertaker just said "when men were men." Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Eyes
But,
roll
like-
to the back of his head, breaks out the hat.
Yeah,
the second you say back when men were men, I'm like, all right, you lose the argument immediately because real men adjust with the times and adjust their perspectives and accept all people into their culture.
Yes.
Even people who like to play video games and don't want to carry knives and guns and do hard drugs.
Break down for me what was said, please, because I'm just hearing more of the reaction like that. I want to know what was it that he said.
I can find you the exact quote. I don't remember
the
it
quotes
offhand.
that I read were more. I thought more about toughness in the ring. I thought. And
No, I don't get that at all.
I get that. I've heard that say about certain other promotions. This idea that everybody's like kind of a little too friendly and they don't lay shit in. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, that's a legitimate conversation.
That's
right?
when people get concussions.
I don't know.
That's
They're like,
the fucking
Oh,
point of it.
let's
like-
let the wrestler tell us how it actually is.
I don't know, because there are moments like, there are times people are a little bit too light in the ring, and like if you hit me too light, what am I supposed to sell? Like if you hit me with like,
Yeah.
like I would look dumb if I sold that, because it not only does it make you look bad, it makes me look bad, it makes the product look bad. Now I was always taught there's a difference between being snug and stiff. Oh shit.
That's right.
And like there are times like I will tell people, lay that in. Let me, because I know I could trust this person to lay it in there. I'll feel it. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to blow my doors off.
Yeah.
But give me something to sell. Because especially if you're like right there, like if you're in like one of the shows where like you're right by the crowd, you gotta lay that in.
Yeah.
Like there's a way to do it and be safe. That's the art of it. Rather than I'm gonna hit you. Now there's people who can like throw a punch, it looks good, but you don't clip them at all.
Yeah.
But that's like years and years and years of work. So snug, not stiff.
They're not hitting you not like, hey, hit me with a knockout punch. Like it's a different thing,
Yeah.
right? So like somebody saying that like people are kind of too soft in the ring, you're talking about like that they're kind of going through the motions and not actually making it look like a fight, which is what it's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
The worm is a finishing move.
The worm? Okay. I don't think The Undertaker ever got pinned from the worm, first of all.
I mean, we
to
can
my
look that up.
recollection, I don't know. Maybe there's a house show in India where something weird happened.
It is worm is just an overhyped fist drop, because I remember when I tried to learn how to do it, I was like, when I was doing it, I was like, yo, this setup is taking forever. Like, I
Yes.
can't believe someone's actually laying down. So wait for me to stop doing this stupid move after wrestling for 15 minutes and like having
Yeah, yeah.
enough energy to do that, to what, drop a fist on your forehead?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I regret ever doing that, man.
Also, I'm just picturing Christian Noir in the character doing a worm at this point.
We have a,
Like,
we have
what-
a comment in the chat room.
We do have a
from,
comment in the chat room.
from Badger saying she always enjoyed hitting you hard because she legit hates you.
I mean,
Yeah, we were talking about some of the weird shit you did to her.
Badger could
Before
say
the
what
show.
she wants, but Badger's like, is she like 4'11"? Like, you at least have to be 5 foot to me to have some type of opinion. So
Oh. Whoa.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is that the Rey Mysterio rule, or like I don't, you know?
or
I'm pretty sure that's the Matterhorn rule.
Oh, we love you, Badger. Come back, please. Let's
The
see.
views and opinions of Christian Noir do not reflect the views of those of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to pre-disclose that at the beginning of the show. Alex Miller. I want Taker to watch New Japan. Listen, I also a perspective of Undertaker, much like
I want Taker to watch the Timothy
Whoa,
Thatcher
wait, wait,
Tampa
wait.
matches.
Yeah, you should just watch NXT, right? Because my God, that or Finn against Kyle O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Shit.
Yeah,
You
that's
would
what I'm
think
saying.
they-
Like, you tell me they're fucking soft, and I'll punch you in the fucking face.
like,
Like,
those guys
like,
will kill
you're not
each
gonna
other.
go hard every night like that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
what were you saying,
you know.
Christian?
No, like, he's right. Like, you don't got to go hard like that every night.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there are certain nights that, if it's like a bigger TV taping, you might like lay that shit in, or like if you had a house show, it's like I can.
Yeah.
I can
And
pull it
isn't there
back a
less
bit.
excuse? Like they're not doing house shows. They're not going out there 3-4 nights a week. You
And-
know,
and
they're
I need to say it. They're not doing it in front of fans right now.
yeah. So like you're doing it for
They're not doing it in front of fans right now. Like when you and I'm just guessing, of course, when you lay that stuff in front of fans and you hear the reaction, it's a lot easier to lay it in and to get the adrenaline going and stuff like that.
well, yeah.
But you're in front of a bunch of fucking Vizio monitors. Like you ain't gonna get the same reaction.
That's weird branding, but okay. But yeah, I mean, is that a difference then when you don't have to worry about the front row hearing you? We just like does the camera see it and it doesn't look like shit for that? But is that the same thing though?
It's weird because like you said, there's no fans. Like you said, you have the Vizio TVs watching you, so like not all the fans are going to be at different angles watching, and like you can have cameras cut to where it looks like it landed more than a different angle.
Yeah.
Well,
So
the thing is, they're not at different angles or anything. They just see what the normal TV feed is.
Yeah, they just see what we see on the show.
oh, I had no
for the
idea. I
most
thought
part.
like legitly like if you were in a cheap sheet, the cheap seats on your Vizio monitors, you had
Oh,
a
no,
witness
that would
from
be
the cheap
wild.
seat.
Wouldn't it be that shit if you're just like I'm on a webcam from the C section?
That would be
yeah.
absolutely wild. I thought they should have done this shit.
Yeah, but that's a lot more technology to do it that way, and a lot more feeds. Remember, that's a lot more bandwidth to do that out.
You pay $200 to be front row
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TV screen.
Hey, you know what? They're gonna be on the cock now. They can afford that bandwidth.
They're gonna be using all that money. Son of a bitch.
All that.
So I mean, we're not at the okay. Undertaker said more. So he was saying about how the people in the locker room are too soft. I think there was a comment about video games being played versus I don't know what gin or something back in the day.
Well, I know he played dice a lot.
Yeah, what were we saying, Christian?
Like back in the day, like they didn't have like what we had today. Cause
Yeah.
like I'll hear stories from like guys who like from like my coach and everybody, like all the older guys will talk about, like, yeah, when I did WWE stuff. You know what they did back in the day? You were still bored. Like, you had to kill time when you weren't shooting promos, doing this, doing that, and the third. It's like, all right, what is there to do? You have to do something.
Yeah.
Guys would legitimately play cards or sleep or just bullshit or do something. So it's like, okay, you might have a video game to go kill a little bit of time, but at this time you gotta do your promos, you gotta get ready for your match and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a way to kill boredom. Cause like I said, back in the day, what did they have? You just played cards and dice and stared at each other awkwardly.
I think the earliest I ever heard of someone bringing it, like, 'cause I remember Shelton saying he used to bring around a game system and plug it into whatever TV was there.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Even Shelton didn't roll until like 2003.
Right. Well, I remember AJ Styles when we did the interview with him for missing matches in the hotel room. I walk in and he's got like a suitcase with an Xbox in it. You know what I mean? Like a 360 or something. I think it was like 2010. So, they had like the LCD screen and everything like built in, like that kind of stuff, right? Hey, he was hot off of that New Japan money. I think at the time.
Mini LCDs from my GameCube that plugged in like right on.
I was, that's what I imagine in my head every time I say that, is like that flip up from the top of the GameCube, because it's already got a damn handle.
I had that and I brought it on a cruise. Me and my boy, we played NBA courtside on a cruise after the first day where we got so sunburned.
Yeah, then you have Edge and Owens watching hockey games. He said something about the boys in the locker room carrying. What was the guns and knives stuff? What?
It was in there.
I mean, I guess like I know the
It
story.
was back like the men were men stuff. Like,
so are we talking about the story when Hulk Hogan got arrested because the Wild Samoans wouldn't talk when they got pulled over with a gun in the glove compartment?
You don't question what a Samoan has to say. If a Samoan got a gun, that's none of my business to begin with.
Well, the whole point of the story, and according to Hulk Hogan's own book, so take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this has been vetted by the Gregory Iron podcast and David Lawless yet, but it's a great fucking segment they do over there with Lawless, and like, was this illegal when Hogan hit this guy with a truck? Shit like that. It's great. It's amazing. It's great stuff. What was the point I was getting to? Oh, yeah, because the whole idea was they got pulled over. I think Hogan was driving. The Wild Samoans are with them. They found the gun, and Hogan was the only one to speak English because the Samoans are really worried about being out of gimmick and somebody knowing, right? Mm-hmm. And getting back to whichever Vince was in charge at the time, because that would be a problem in, I don't know, 82. So Hogan spent a night in jail because the Samoans couldn't talk. So, because they're the Wild Samoans, they don't speak English.
Yeah, you gotta take that out.
Good.
It's probably good for him. Yeah, he learned up some interesting language. But anyways,
that wasn't where he learned it.
On that note, let's move over to a positive message now. IndieWrestling.us, where I can guarantee that. No, I can't do that math. How many people are packing represented on this network? I know, you know what? Actually, I learned something new in the last several months, and I didn't realize how wrong I was about that pact, actually. So, that's a story for when Chex Flexor is back on. Or I think it was discussed over on the STD Christmas special this past year, if you want to go listen back to that.
If you can remember.
If you can remember. Yes. No, I didn't drink nearly as much this year. Come on. There's no reason to. I mean, there's a reason to drink, but
there's plenty of reasons.
There's not a reason I shouldn't be drinking that much too. It's just like,
drink with LaRusso.
Yeah, LaRusso drinks enough for both of us. Great whiskey YouTube page over there. Go follow Chris LaRusso's stuff. He's doing a fine job there. But and I love the light room that he's in. But anyways, IndieWrestling.us, IndieWrestling.network, releasing very soon. We do have, my God, I put this thing together and didn't realize I had 8 hours of Lee Moriarty matches. So,
jeez, I need to go to his house again.
You know what?
You said 8 hours of Lee matches
from just Rise and Stomp Out Cancer.
Oh my God, I need to go to his house. But no, I would do that to Lee. I would legit, even today, well, it's been a while, but I legitimately go to Lee's house unannounced, barge in, go right to his room and wake him up. And I'm like, hey, Lee, I gotta tell you something cool. He's like, what? I'm like, nah, like, get up, like, wake up. Like, I have to tell you something. Like, come to your living room. Meanwhile, I made a sandwich in his kitchen.
I love this. I've heard this before.
Like, I bullied that man.
It's helped him build character. So
His rage.
you can also see Christian Noir in action over on IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network and watch him do things that are probably illegal now. Thanks, COVID, as we were talking about before the show.
Yeah, before COVID, I was a unknown domestic terrorist.
Yes. So,
Wow, I missed a conversation.
Oh, you knew. Oh, you haven't seen Christian Noir in action, have you? Other than on this show.
Oh yeah, here I'm a regular black guy, but when I wrestle, I'm a spooky black guy.
Oh, what did Hank announce you as? The voodoo something? Dude, yeah, like he's going full I want to say like a for the audio podcast. Like half the time it was like a half boogeyman / voodoo kind of vibe thing going on, right?
Yeah.
So like he had the ooze coming out, you know, and he had these crazy masks. And
Oh,
just
okay,
wild.
I get it.
You get it?
I just did a Google. Yeah, okay.
Oh wait,
Got it.
wait! Did you just see our promo picture for him?
Yep.
So
And it's weird enough because
Against Badger.
I'm so glad that you've researched for this show. I think that matches up there on the
I
YouTube
think
page.
I think I interact better when I don't know the people we have on.
Yeah. And weird enough, I based my entire character off a chunk of my character from Scarecrow from Batman because he was like one of my favorite people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can see it. I can see that in the makeup. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was like that, and like there's like the Slipknot vibe for a while, you know.
Oh, the mask with all the nails.
With the
in
nails in it, yeah.
Oh yeah, when I was making that, I put
I think I cut myself on one of your masks moving it at ringside once.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Not bad, but it was just like, oh, that's a problem.
Like I remember when I made that mask with all the nails in it, like I bought like 400 nails, and I'm painstakingly like pushing them through.
Yeah.
And then like I forget who I was having a match with. They were like, yo, you should definitely headbutt me with that. I was like, I don't think you understand. These are all real, and they have rust, and I'm pretty sure you don't have a tetanus shot. And then I went to Doe, and I was like, Doe, what do you think? He was like, well, if you hit them, you know, they gotta show some color.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, are you willing to show some color? They were like, no. I was like, because there's no way I'm gonna headbutt you with a mask full of 400
but
nails.
doesn't
and
it
you're not gonna
become
bleed.
doesn't it become like a Legion of Doom scenario where like I remember that like why don't they use the spikes? You know, even though like you look at these spikes and you're like you can fucking impale somebody with these things. So what are you gonna do with these giant spikes?
Yeah.
So, like unless you're the fucking Sheik. So
why not kill your opponent? I mean, you're cool with beating them halfway to death.
yeah, exactly.
Just take another step.
Exactly. So, jeez, I remember there was I think you were there of like just behind the scenes stuff, and I think it was like a women's show, so you weren't even on it or something, and you had one of these new masks. And I don't know if it was that one or it was something wild, and you left it up in production, and people were like, "What the fuck is this about?" Because like when I brought I think it's when I brought a new guy.
Oh yeah, I think that was the day I like did the clown one. Like it was like black fabric with
It had a zipper, right?
Oh yeah, right in the back. It was
okay.
black. It had like hay coming out of it, burlap, red nose bitten off, blood, zipper mouth, and like steel bars over the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I just poured like a fresh cut of blood on it just to make it look good, and I left it. I give people nightmares, and I feel bad about it. And like someone, like a mom came up to me and she was like, "You gave my daughter a nightmare," and I was like, "Damn, that sounds like a problem for your daughter." She's like, "She had a dream. She was playing with a Ouija board, and you came out of it." I was like, "Well, what you doing? Letting your daughter have a Ouija board in her dreams?" I was like, "You're just a bad parent." I was like, but I couldn't say I'm gonna snatch your child up because you know, I can't go to jail. I can't go for that.
Yeah. Marcus Mann is in the chat room. The Noir versus Matt Connard, who formerly known as the Reaper before somebody else stole it. Hype video has a ton of Scarecrow versus Batman Easter eggs thanks to a Lee Moriarty edit there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Literally, all me and Conrad are Batman versus Scarecrow.
Yeah, it was great. And you had that casket match too. It was fucking amazing. The great stuff. Like we got the middle finger coming out of the casket.
Oh, speaking of that match, I realized something. You had to cut a little bit at the end of that match because right before Conrad gave me that kick before I fell in the casket, like I screamed, "Conrad, suck my dick." It was like he was coming at me. I was like, "Conrad, suck my dick," and he kicked me, and that was a finish.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, like, yo, Sorg really cut that out.
Did I cut that out?
You cut that.
I can't imagine that's something I would have actually, unless somebody explicitly asked me to do that.
All you hear is suck my dick, and I'm just in the casket.
I know there was we had some high angles of you guys in the casket fighting, and it didn't look like you were fighting. And I'm just like, oh, we're going to use the other angle. Thank God we're post-editing this one. So, things like that. But no, I don't recall that at all. So it might have been just a camera cut that cut to the other mic or something. But so no, absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. Of course, you retired officially. Oh my God, the math on this. Is that really a year and a month ago at this point? Yeah. Was your last match with whatever promotions were going at the time?
Yeah, I was wrapping up everything because in August I took a nasty DD, like tornado DDT, and I passed out during the match. I woke up, I was like, where am I? I don't know what's going on. And then I hear the crowd. I'm like, oh, I'm in a tag match. I try to get up. Right side of my body can't feel it. So I'm like rolling around like a turtle, pick myself up, and immediately my opponent could tell us there's something was wrong. He was like, just stay down. I'm like on one leg hobbling to finish this match. Worst clotheslines I've ever taken. And then finish, like, I took an enziguri, but the bastard who threw him was wearing Doc Martens. So I get to the back, can't feel none, drive myself to the ED. They keep me overnight. You know, they're doing all their tests and all that. They were like, your skull's cracked in the back, concussion, you can't feel the right side of your body. And they said even if you do get strength in the back, it's not going to be the same like what it used to be, and memory problems. So like from like, I think it was like August, the rest of that year, I was wrestling barely any feeling in the right side of my body because I wanted to, like, you know,
and regularly with at least 2 promotions, I think, right?
Yeah, I was, and because like I wanted to finish. Like I didn't want to leave no one on like a low note of, you know, I can't finish. But no one knew that I was like legitimately still trying to get the feeling in the right side of my body.
Yeah.
And then about as soon as I was done, you know, then I really hit the rehab. The memory's getting better. I can feel the right side of my body. There might be moments where I'll legitimately forget, or someone tells me something, I forget, or like I have a tendency to drop stuff out of my right hand.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's getting better as the days go by, and, you know, just taking a step at a time.
It's good. It's good. I mean, that's definitely a point when, like, when you told me like the stuff that was really going on with you, like I was just like, dude, get better, like. You know, and I know, you know, we had, I forget if it was on the show or not, but like, you know, you're talking about like, you were kind of just putting wrestling out of the way, to work on yourself for a bit, you know. So, yeah, and it happens. It's unfortunate, you know. It's one bad move, right? So,
yeah, and like I don't blame the person who it happened with me with, because like I noticed one thing, the injuries in wrestling happen freak accident. Like the simplest move can like lead to the worst damage, but yet the craziest Looney Tune 450 on like off of a ceiling, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, we saw somebody that looked like they were just like throwing a punch and their knee went out a couple months ago, right? And it was scary. You know, it was like the simplest thing. It's not somebody who does a lot of crazy stuff, right? You know, it's wild how that happens. So, but no, good to see that you're getting healthy, and I've been enjoying the TikTok.
That's what I've been doing. Yeah, in my meantime, apparently now I'm quote TikTok famous.
You're getting a lot more than I am. That's for damn sure. You always have been had a lot. You're doing a lot cooler thing than me. First of all, because I mean, I guess this plays into what we saw in with your wrestling, and we talked about this on the other shows before too. But we talk about the costuming and everything. But you do cosplay.
Yeah, I do.
And there's a little bit, if you guys are on video, of him coming out of Rise there. This highlight video that they have on their page. So.
Yeah, now my body looks way better than that because I finally took getting my body in shape seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely do cosplay. Initially it was wrestling that actually helped me get into cosplay. Like I always wanted to do it, but then when it came to like a lot of the costume stuff I wanted to do for like my entrances and whatnot, and I was like, I do not feel like paying like $500 for like a lot of this stuff. So one day I just grabbed the needle, some fabric, and I got busy. And then I kind of inspired. I was like, well, I could do this. But like a lot of like then that really helped me transition even to cosplay later, because wrestling gave me that confidence and gave me the base for doing my cosplay. Like right now, I'm working on one of my bigger projects. My biggest one to date is I'm a huge Star Wars fan, 100% huge Star Wars fan, and yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Handcrafted Mandalorian with
Very
Beskar
nice.
teeth.
Yeah, you don't know how many of these I've sent to Dutters. Actually, you know what? You'll come up on my feed, and it'll be something like this, and then I'll send it to her and be like, "Oh shit, that's Christian," because I mean I got a couple Mandalorians in my feed at this point, and I have like no idea until like I look at the username, I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's Christian." So
Yeah, I'm almost done with it. The only thing I need to do is get a couple straps for the shin guards, and then my Mandalorian is officially complete. But oh yeah, I be making thirst traps out here, cause that's how you get 15,000 followers. You just get horny people. Just people
Did
are
you
just
add
horny.
back that one damn DeLorean?
I think that like not this one, but it was one of the shirtless Mandalorian ones that I sent her, and I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh shit, we know him."
Oh, I think that's why I was gyrating my hips.
I think so. Like, yeah, you're dancing or something.
Oh yeah, I remember, no joke. Like I thought people like I know I've got fan art off TikTok. Like it's cool. Oh yeah, that's one of my Division cosplay from the game Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, that gear is so heavy. But one like you with 15,000 followers, it comes with some stuff and like it's cool. But I never I did a thirst trap, and I'm like someone who doodles was like, "Hey, can I get a peek?" And I made a joke in the comments, and I said, "I was like, all right." I was like, "You got to prove you're 18 first."
You like sent me a driver's license.
Yeah, they sent me their driver's license.
God.
And they were like, "Look, I'm 18. Let me see that dick." And I was like, "Hey, yo, I appreciate it. I really do." And then I get a barrage of messages who are like, "Where's your OnlyFans at?" They're like, "Look, you're built like a Samoan. You're thick. You got muscle. We see that bulge in your pants. We see your ass." They're like, "We're trying to see your butt cheek spread, and we're trying to see that package." And I'm like, there's not a moment that goes by where I'm like, I mean, possibly. Maybe I'll start an OnlyFans with all this cosplay stuff.
It's something, man. And again, I'm like, it's wild to see I'm seeing stuff in here.
Tina just says, "Wow."
I think you got a fan out in Teen Time.
Oh, is she being nasty?
Usually when OnlyFans comes up on our show, it's because we have Badger on. So it's a wonder you two don't get along.
This is refreshing.
We need to come up with a clever name for your OnlyFans too now.
Yeah,
Like,
what was her? She was Honey Brazzers, right?
Brazzers.
Yeah.
Coco Fear. There it is.
Okay.
All I gotta do is lift my shirt up, pull my pants down, let that black drool come out my mouth, and hit me on my Peacock.
And it comes around. There you go. There you go.
And now Alex Carr says, "Wow."
The TikTok. What's that?
Got the West Coast popping.
Yeah, West Coast is all about it. They've been stuck in the house for a while now, so out there. Pand Nubis is the account over there. PND Nubis. I keep wanting to put Panda for some reason. It fucks me up.
It's okay. A lot of people just call me Panda too.
Okay.
Yeah, the way I came with the name, because like I have a deep love for pandas. Like every time I get paid, I donate to the World Wildlife Foundation to give money towards pandas.
Yes.
And I love Egyptian mythology. Like, so I just combined the two, and I was like, Panubis is perfect.
Here you are.
Have you seen the video that's been circulating Twitter recently of the panda playing with a snowman?
I have not. I need to go see that.
Okay, I will find it, and I will. We'll figure out.
We should do. We'll do a watch along after the show, maybe for Patreon. Yeah, that's probably what should happen. Matt Carlins, are you with us? I thought I heard a doorbell here. Is he with us?
He is on mute.
He's on mute. Okay.
I'm here.
Are you? Did you just show up through the back door for those thirst traps? Is that what's going on?
Oh.
Yeah. Once I heard thirst traps, I was in. I was I'm getting in on this conversation immediately.
Black Mandalorian with no shirt on. I have to get in. It's like there's no.
I got a link to this show. Let me in. What's going on?
The only thirst traps I've ever posted have involved an air fryer. So.
Oh.
It's true. But.
Panubis on the TikTok. You're on the Instagram under that as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so go check out your Mando fans and your new Panubis fans can go follow along there. So this is a
no. You know what? Your OnlyFans should be too uncommon.
Oh God.
You
you like it. You know you like it.
I'm not sure the reference.
Too uncommon instead
of... Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm representing the rest of the audience.
But I think the only
I know somebody's out there like, I don't fucking get it.
All right,
I'll be that guy.
I think in pun, so that's just
like the only thing that gets me about OnlyFans is like I have a bunch of friends who do it, so they like told me how to do it.
Yeah.
But like I hate people who like just do like take like pick like like when wrestling people will take promos like with their phone straight upwards
in their cars.
Yep, that's basically how people take their OnlyFans pictures. I'm like, girl, this lighting doesn't suit you. Get good lighting. Get some angles. Like you look like Saran wrap mayonnaise. Like, get it together. I would hire a professional photographer, but like, hey, random guy, can you take a picture of me naked holding this Mandalorian helmet over my penis? And not judge me.
The perfect is the enemy of the good here. That's the point. Yeah.
The right photographer would just respond, "This is the way.
This is the way."
Mm-hmm. You may have some volunteers after this, actually. So we have some friends with cameras that love Mandalorian. So I things could happen.
So it's probably going to have the word cock in it. So it's all going to be a rich tapestry.
This is a perfect week. All this lined up. The cock lined up perfectly for this week on the Wrestling Mayhem show. I didn't imagine it was going to be so literal. Somehow
I did.
Oh man! Well, on that note, we should probably get into Mayhem Mania because that's going to take another 2 hours, likely. But in the meantime, please go check out.
Hey, we had this thing moving last week. We were rolling last week. We had a very steady clip. The 90-second play clock is working, Sorg.
Matt, now is when the hurt feelings come in.
I think the hurt feelings started.
Hurt feelings last week. We were off and running.
I thought
Just a
Chad.
little bit, but now is where people's dreams go to die.
That's right.
Facts.
Well, I can tell you where the dreams still live on, and that's Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza over here in the Beachview neighborhood. Hey, also, there's T-shirts. There's Beachview T-shirts. I'll get to those in a second for anybody that's local and wants to support some good local businesses in the Sorg hood. But our friends Slice on Broadway and Beachview, Carnegie, and the East End, support them. NYC style Yinzer made.
Delicious.
Yes, good stuff.
I can confirm it is New York City approved.
There you go.
I will also confirm that it is really good. It is delicious. Like, I really don't eat pizza, but that is my top choice.
There you go. There you go. If you don't often, please do it. Slice on Broadway. And I'll throw the quick shout out here. I know we're a little more across the country, but there are these fine T-shirts that wife of the show made over here. I like to brag about Beachview. Also in Spanish, I will not butcher that.
Presumir de Beachview.
El Beachview.
Well, it says me gusta Primazir de Beachview.
I
do that
said
right?
it better. Just let me handle
You
the
definitely.
Spanish.
You were the one on the Lucha Underground show. But those are
I
available.
also took Spanish for 16 years at Catholic school. So
They come in several colors, by the way.
Ooh,
so it's if your favorite color is probably in here, unless you like plaid. So just like the 90s. But anyways, you can go check that out at beachviewing.org. It will support local businesses here in Beachview. And of course, you can pick some of the money's going to be split. I don't know how they're going to math this, but you can vote for your favorite business in Beachview, and that'd be a great opportunity to vote for our friend Slice on Broadway, actually. So go check it out, beachviewing.org. And tweet me if you want to know how to spell that. In the meantime, hey, we're going to get set up for Mayhem Media, and we'll be right back after these messages.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
For a foot, for an inch, yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in, yeah, I fight for referee breath.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning, and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Wrestling Mayhem Show, Mayhem Mania. It's that time. It is the first Switchy Switch week. Switchy Switch? Sure. We're gonna. Feelings are probably gonna get hurt here, and a timer will be used. We do have that timer. Let's see if I remember how to use it. Does it still work? Oh, there it is. So we have a 90-second timer that you guys see on the live stream there. If you're on video version of the show, to make sure that we don't spend 5 minutes making a move. So that was one of the the rules committee got together, which was just Matt asking me if this was a good idea in Slack.
It was the competition committee.
It's competition committee. I'm thinking about some of my clients. But anyways, we have, of course, Christian Noir is still with us. And a lot of people just followed his TikTok after the last segment.
Yeah, I got some notifications for some followers. And I'm like,
hey,
Mandalorian, what?
no shirt.
Mainstream Matt Trap on the line.
No,
I was trying it. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody.
Is he in Beast Wars Transformers?
I don't know, man. That's the weird one. Yeah, Mad Mike's still here too. Also, I think, followed. I think he just joined TikTok to follow that account.
Oh my god!
And also, we have a special guest with us, ladies and gentlemen. He is back from a long odyssey, or as I like to call it, a bobacy.
You popped me, Sorg.
Good.
Spoiler alert, I didn't leave my house.
Bobby MJ Town is back. Oh my god, your video looks better than it ever has. Wow.
I don't know what happened.
You bought a new webcam or better lighting or something since we last seen you.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's great.
But I was inspired by the last segment, and I'm also going to start an OnlyFans, but I'm just going to sell ceiling fans.
Oh.
Excellent.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm competing with Walmart.
Sign me up.
And WrestleMania. They had that one fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've tried to hide those digitally, though.
Nothing to see here.
No hiding fans here on my OnlyFans site.
All fans all the time.
Uncensored fan action.
All speeds.
Yeah. Medium, high, and low.
Your thirst trap is just a fan by a bucket of water.
Yes.
Anyways, we've done enough of hurting the English language for the last couple of minutes. Mainstream Matt, save us from ourselves and start Mayhem Mania, where we will hurt ourselves, where we will hurt each other.
No one can save us now, Sorg, because Mayhem Mania is underway. We have opened the gates of hell, and now we will march through it for the next 10 or so weeks. This is Mayhem Mania. This is the finest WrestleMania fantasy booking game in all the land. It's kind of a competitive thought experiment. The object of this game is to max out WWE's roster and create the absolute best Mania card possible under God's hot sun. You are Vince McMahon with unlimited resources and zero self-control.
So you're Vince
McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
So I will try to run through this for everyone here knows the rules, except perhaps for Christian Noir. So I will explain it to him. I will attempt to explain it to him as I would a child. So, Christian, last week we created 8 matches for our Mania card. This week, we will begin the process of hurting feelings and making changes to this card, in theory, to improve what we have improve upon what we have already created. So, what we will have is these 8 matches, and you will decide what improvement you want to make. You will be able to kind of think of it as moving. You're moving units. So if you got like a tag team on one side, you got to clear that tag team out for another tag team. Although if you have like a 3-on-3 match and you want to swap in an individual for another individual, you could do that one-for-one thing. But think of it as we're moving, units of people or person in and out of the match. You can move people between the matches that are already on the card, or you can bring another person from off the card into the card to swap another person off, or you can just kill a match entirely, delete it, and then you can create another match entirely new using completely unused wrestlers prior to that moment.
I got it. I got a card subject to change.
Exactly. Every week the card is subject to change. So now, as far as eligibility goes, anyone who's under a WWE contract is fair game. Also, anyone who is within WWE's orbit of influence is fair game as well. So there is an envelope to be pushed, but don't push too far, because if they're working for another company, I will stop you. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone who's eligible is really eligible, because there are 7 individuals who are stowed away, locked away securely in space jail. That was part of the process last week. They are locked up. They cannot be used because everyone hates them. I will run through the names right now. And these are the WWE affiliated individuals you cannot use because they're locked up in space jail. Lacey Evans, Dominic Mysterio, Brock Lesnar, Shane McMahon, Velveteen Dream, Ric Flair, and Edge. Now, space jail is not a life sentence. There is a chance for parole. You may have noticed there is a number underneath each of those individuals' pictures. That is their cell number. And Sorgatron will spin this wheel, and if the wheel lands on one of those numbers underneath one of their 7 individuals, they will escape space jail and be free to wander the Mayhem Mania once again and be used. So, Sorg, let's spin that wheel right now. Let's see if anyone will escape space jail.
Give it a spin.
16,
DJ, spill up morality. Turn. Tell us the lesson that we should.
The number
21, that's
is
close.
21.
I do not believe that's a winner.
No, 22 was
we almost got Edge. Well, good try. Maybe next week, Edge. All right, so
Chad is in his home in Chadwick Estates, spearing the wall over that one. So
he has lit so many candles in an attempt to free Edge, but it's not happening.
He's actually baked several cakes with nail files in them.
I got a point of order. Are we on the jam board still, or did we get a new slide?
Yes, we're on the jam board tonight again, Sorg. It's just easier for me to operate this way.
That is fine. I will follow along here. Sorry, we have so many jam boards now.
So much jam boarding. So we will have so we have 5 players tonight.
Yes.
We're gonna lead off with Brandon is making a move in absentia. So I will be revealing his move to all of you first. Then it will be Mad Mike. Then it will be Sorg. Then it will be the king of Mayhem Mania, Bobby. And then it will be Christian Noir batting cleanup. Does anyone have another question or point of order before we commence the festivities here? Christian, I'm mostly talking to you. I don't want to hear from anyone else right now.
Are you?
Let's go through the card. Sorg, let's go through the card real quick. I knew I am not in mid-season form right now.
All right, we got the card.
Seconds. I can do this. All right, here we go. What is this one? Okay, Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley with Stephanie McMahon. Next up, we have Bray Wyatt.
Wait. That was created by Professor Jacob Edwin?
Not a real professor.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Not a real professor. But yes, it was created by him. Next up, we have Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss versus Xia Li and Boa. That is the designated cinematic match. I'll explain that in a moment. Don't let me forget. That was created by Dave Podner. Next up, we have Imperium, Marcel Bartel, Fabian Eichner, and Alexander Wolf versus Pat McAfee, Oni Lorcan, and Danny Burch. That was created by Chad the Shag.
Pat McAfee was so happy in that picture.
He is so happy. He's going to Mania. He's so happy. Next up, created by Mad Mike, Mercedes Martinez versus Walter.
Yeah. Jesus.
Next, Jesus is right. Right. Prayers for Walter. That's what we say right there. Next up, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and AJ Styles versus Tyler Breeze, Adam Cole, and Cesaro. That was created by
Undertaker's favorite match.
Definitely created by the Riz.
Yep.
Next up, Randy Orton versus Charlotte Flair, created by Alex Cars. Match number 7, Daniel Bryan versus Pete Dunne, or Pete Dune, created by Tina Keys. And finally, Big E versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed versus Dexter Loomis, created by Jordan Styles. So
Okay.
these are the 8 matches we are working with. Quickly, Christian, I will explain that on our Mayhem Mania big board, there is the upper left corner. You will see the Bray Wyatt versus Alexa Bliss versus Xia Li versus, and Boa is got that little cinematic look to it. That is the designated cinematic match slot. Now, I'm keeping this option in play. I'm not sure how enthusiastic everyone's going to be about it, but if you want to and you feel like one of the matches on the card, one of the other 7 matches on the card would make a better cinematic match, you can trade those places so that, in theory, if you wanted, Mercedes Martinez versus Walter to be the cinematic match, you can make that the cinematic match, and then Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss versus Xia Li and Bo would go to being just a match. So that's an option that's on the table for you as you're considering what your one change to the card would be, just to add an extra element of peril to everything. We like to cause trouble. What can I say? Okay, I feel like we have covered everything. Sorg, have I forgotten anything?
Over the moves?
I think we've gone over the moves.
Okay. I wanted to make sure there wasn't like subtract moves or...
No, we're not. There might be a subtract option a little bit later, but we are not introducing it yet.
Okay.
So we have a 90-second play clock. I don't think any of you will have any trouble with it. And since we're going to lead off with Brandon's move, I say we just get things started. And Brandon's move is that he is going to swap out Daniel Bryan, and instead it will be Pete Dunne versus Keith Lee.
Ooh. Okay.
There's your first change. Now, Mad Mike, you are up. Sorgatron, and you are on deck.
Oh man.
Mad Mike, your 90 seconds starts now.
Okay, well, this is not hard because as long-standing viewers of the Mayhem Show know, I have a standing rivalry with one not Professor, so we're gonna get rid of his match. Outright, just get rid of it. I'm sure we can think of better things to do with Sasha and Rhea later down the line.
And Steph.
No.
Sounds like a Space Jail candidate to me.
Yeah, exactly.
What was her name on the WrestleMania commercial?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
I don't either because it wasn't funny.
Yeah, it wasn't great at all. In its place, this is tough because I didn't think I'd have a move this week, but now that I know I can just crush Jacob Edwin's dreams, I'm going to do it. Let's see. Looking at that time. That timer is very.
How's that clock looking, Sorg?
We're at 60 seconds, but I started it late, so.
Oh, feels faster than that. Wow. Yeah. Okay, got a little home cooking on the play clock, Mike.
Yeah, well, right. I didn't know I'd be making a move this week.
And this is why we have a play clock.
Forgive me.
You got 50 seconds.
All right, let's see. I don't want to do another intergender match. I feel like Mercedes Martinez versus Walter stands the test of time.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I like to think so. By the way, if a match lasts 3 weeks, it gets graduated to the supercard.
30 seconds. That's true. 30 seconds.
Oh man, it's gonna be
the penalty if you don't do a match within 90 seconds is death, Mike.
Oh no!
Oh, well, you should have told me that earlier. I'm going by what's on the Facebook feed.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Damn.
Cesaro versus.
Cesaro's already used.
Wait.
Oh, he's in the up.
Yeah, he's in the 6-man. This is a 6-man. 7, 6, 5, 4.
Iconics versus Riot Squad.
Okay.
Iconics versus who?
Riot Squad.
Oh, okay.
Good. Oh man.
Jeez. Going up on the big board now.
Because I was looking at the timer on the Facebook screen.
Yeah, don't look at that.
20 seconds behind, so I thought I had more time.
Yeah, I'll call out times.
Mike, that was like the episode of The Simpsons where they were buying pretzels, and he's like, "I'd like one of your." Let me see.
I forgot Cesaro was in the left.
You were toast when you couldn't use Cesaro. And then he's like 7. I'm like, oh no, what's he
Hey,
gonna do?
To be fair, I always default to the Iconics.
Always default to the
let's
icon.
not
I
get
don't know
it
what Bobby's gonna do now. That's the real question. All right,
See?
let's
Oh
move
no,
on.
I got a different one. So
What are we gonna do? All right, Sorgatron, you're up. Bobby's on deck. Sorgatron, you may start your clock at whenever you feel is appropriate.
I gotta
control the clock. Go ahead.
I control my own clock. This is strange. So I've been battling because my initial instinct when I don't know what to do is to put Elias somewhere. And only Elias, friend of the show. Wonderful albums on iTunes. Get your plugs in during the 90 seconds too, right?
I mean, you can use your full 90 seconds. There's no pressure.
I was, and I don't know. I can't do my dream match of 3MB with a 4th MB with Elias.
Yeah.
Is he signed?
Yeah.
Heath is pretty well locked in.
Yeah, Heath is with Impact. But
you know who isn't Sorg?
Who is it? What?
Swoggle.
Yeah, I guess officially.
I'm just saying.
So, in my mind, nothing against Zia Lee and Boa. I want to see how that works out, but I do want the other side of the cinematic match to perhaps be a concert of sorts. So, can I? And I don't think they're anywhere else. And since both just came back, one from COVID and the other from wherever. Can I get a 3MB? Can I get a 2MB of Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal? Can I have requests? Yeah. Are we allowed to do that? You are the graphics department now.
That sounds great.
All right, Drew McIntyre.
Where are we putting it though? Where are we putting them?
You're replacing Zia Lee and Boa.
Oh, Sorg.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
wow.
Now I know we're gonna have. Okay. I know we're gonna have.
You could have added them.
No, I think it gets a little too convoluted because now you're going to have creepy horror movie plus Mortal Kombat plus concert movie a la the Bohemian Rhapsody Queen thing. So I thought that was too much. So now it's just going to be a creepy concert.
Now it's a Looney Tunes match.
So it is.
No, now it's just Scott Pilgrim. Now it's Sex Bomb versus the Cotton Unagi twins.
I mean, all you need to do is call that the Highway to Hell match. Not that I'm putting a cinematic thing on there because I know that's not the week for it, but in my mind, that's where we go.
Make your case, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm calling my shot. So.
All right.
Well,
is it too late to put Elias? Can I put with Elias on that?
Sorry, Sorg. Your time has expired. I'm sorry.
Missed it.
That was a nice idea, though.
Yeah.
Maybe the 4MB though, that's the dream. The dream will live for years of the 4MB.
Hey, we got the Triconics one year, so
we had Triconics. The Triconics reigned over this game for about 2 or 3 years, I think. So
can Dan?
And then it happened in real life.
I know.
I spoke it into existence.
We do. We do speak matches into existence in this game, Christian. It has happened. We've been doing this for 7 years.
Sorg, you have gotten a thumbs down from Ruth Bodner.
Thumbs down. Already thumbs down.
So in not officially booking, but I would also have Damian Priest as the roadie.
Oh boy, Sorg.
Well, I mean, you've made your case. We must move on. All right, Bobby, you are up. Christian Noir is on deck. Bobby, your 90 seconds starts now.
All right, I was hoping this match would still be there. Just so I could say this to Matt. Get out of here, Charlotte. Take off.
Nailed it.
There, Charlotte. Take off for Randy Orton versus Charlotte. Take them both out.
Wow.
You guys know my history with both of them.
Hey, I don't blame you, Bobby.
I'm going to add a new match in there.
You ran a diss track on both of them in the same song.
I did. It's gonna be the Demon, Finn Balor.
Ooh, okay. Going Demon. Okay.
Versus Aleister Black. Versus Karrion Kross.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Dig it. I dig it.
It was either that or King Kong versus Godzilla, but I don't think they're booked.
Sounds like Bobby's angling for a
I think they're locked in a trap.
Bobby for you. Bobby for you.
Cut the Orton looking shocked.
Who is that singer? He's got the voice of an angel. All right. Bobby, wow, you are a speedy player. All right, great job.
Yeah. I still have seconds left, so I'm going to defer them to Christian Noir.
Will you cede your remaining time to the gentleman
I
from?
can cede to the gentleman from Parts Unknown.
No filibusters here on Mayhem Mania.
No,
No, sir. No, we outlawed those
years ago.
All right, Christian Noir. Hopefully this makes sense to you by now.
Yep.
Hopefully you're seeing the big board in front of you right now.
You will know. Yes.
Do your worst. Let's get after it, and let's see what kind of damage you can do here now.
All right.
90 seconds, Sorg. Hit it.
We're gonna axe Big E, Lashley, and all those other dudes.
Okay.
If there's one types of matches I love hard hitting, snug, in your face, real as it gets, like real life tough guys looking, and throw some submissions in there. So I would want Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Timothy Thatcher.
Whoa!
Wow. Okay.
Because they will slap the absolute dog shit out of each other.
Yeah, that match is good. I'm watching.
Oof. Yes.
All right, I'll let Joe get in the middle of that. I mean, it's a three-way. It should be relatively safe for Joe to get in the middle of that. I don't know Joe's physical state right now. Sometimes we try to be careful with the injured wrestlers. But you know what? In a three-way, Joe can just kind of stand and watch while Timothy and Kyle beat each other up. So
I like how you're like, we don't know how Joe is, so we'll put him in the most violent match in the card.
I mean, he doesn't have to get physically. You can just kind of like, oh, look at those guys beating each other up. You can give him a headset. He can commentate his own match while he's in the middle of it.
There you go.
Great.
Bobby, you say the most violent match on the card. There is someone there who literally set someone else on fire.
That's
so.
That is true.
I thought you got taken off.
He's not there anymore.
Yeah, he's not there anymore. Randy Orton just got nixed.
Alexa is still there.
Oh yeah. She
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, because
All right.
Because Joe was the type of guy. Let's not forget, there's been people who try to do crossbodies at Joe, and Joe has literally just stepped away, and that could definitely keep him safe.
Yeah, I love
I like that
early
idea.
Joe
Good
TNA
strategy.
is so good, so good. I've been watching some more of it again. It's so good. That was such a good time. But anyways, where we at?
All right, let's run through our match card as it stands now. So here we go. The cinematic match will now be Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss versus Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal, 2MB, created by Sorgatron. The Iconics versus the Riot Squad, feverishly created by Mad Mike. Imperium versus Birch, Lorcan, and McAfee. Mercedes Martinez versus Walter. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and AJ Styles versus Tyler Breeze, Adam Cole, and Cesaro. Finn Balor versus Aleister Black versus Karrion Kross. Keith Lee versus Pete Dunne, and Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Timothy Thatcher. Now, I have one more piece of business to get into here, Sorg, before we run off and before I plug Talking Mayhem Mania, which will be coming up on this quality website, YouTube channel, Facebook group, wherever you are finding it right now.
And we have a time for it. We have a day and time for it, right?
I think we are now dropping it weekly. Friday nights at 10 o'clock. That's right. We are now going head to head. No, we're not going. No, we're going head to head with 205 Live. We're going to beat their ass.
Yeah,
Talking Mayhem Mania versus 205 Live. The Friday Night Wars live, and it's going down. We don't want no part of Talking Smack, but we will take on.
I'm more worried about going head to head with.
them.
I'm more worried about going head to head with New Japan Strong. But yeah.
Japan,
Yeah, that's true too.
Japan will send some guys over here.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd send some dudes. Scary guys. I just don't send Shibata over. I don't want to talk to him. All right. So anyway, before we depart, Sorg, I know everyone is dying to hear, since it is the Royal Rumble weekend, I know everyone wants to know what is the contest going to be for the Royal Rumble. Well, I'm going to tell you, yes, there is going to be a contest for the Royal Rumble this year, a Mayhem Mania Royal Rumble contest. So here is what is going to happen. Anyone who wants to play, and I know that's all of you, I will now ask you. You must now. You will have to predict the three individuals to accomplish the following in both Rumble matches. You're going to give us 6 names. Now you can use a name more than once, obviously, because it's been known to happen. But for the men's Royal Rumble, I want your prediction for the winner, who gets the most eliminations, and who is the Iron Man, the longest dude in the Rumble. And I want the same thing for the women's Royal Rumble. So that'll be 6 names. Now, Your success in predicting these 3 accomplishments in the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches is going to determine which of the following rewards you receive. So you can get a maximum of 2 rewards. They will level up as your success increases. So if you're men's match and you get 1 right, you're going to get an opportunity to send an individual to space jail. If you correctly predict 2 of those things in the men's Rumble match, we are going to give you as your reward a veto that you can use during Mayhem Mania. If somebody wins it, I will explain further about how that's going to work. And if you can correctly predict all 3 in the men's Rumble match, I will let you auto-graduate a match to the Super Card. And the same thing holds true for the women's Rumble match. So conceivably, if you're smart enough and you're wise enough, and if, gosh darn it, you are lucky enough, you could potentially, on this date, next week, auto-graduate 2 matches to the Super Card. But you probably won't. But it's going to be fun to try. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So that is the Royal Rumble contest. Sorgi, where should we have people send their predictions? Should we make them email this thing? We should make them
to that email address.
Good times
Good
at
times.
WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Yes.
Subject, I hate you, Mad Mike. Use subject line, Bobby is the king, Tina is the queen. That should be the subject line of me.
We'll find your emails. Just email us. goodtimeswrestlingmayhemshow.com.
Subject line, Mandalorian Thirst Trap. That'll be the subject line.
And that's the title of the episode.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, that is.
Sorry, Mad Mike. I was just looking for an easy joke, and I went
That's
right
fine.
out.
I've been known to be an easy joke every now and then.
Anyway, that is all. We're done. There we go.
That's it.
We don't get to
Wow.
take anybody to Space Joe?
We've already sent people to Space Jail, and no one earned any more Space Jail tickets. So
we only have
our Space Jail will stand at 7. We'll see how things shake out. You know, if things get really wild and easy to predict at the Rumble, Space Jail could fill up very quickly. So we'll see.
Look out, Austin Theory.
Bobby's coming for you.
I have my predictions. I think I'm getting them already.
Believe me, I almost want to share my own. Maybe I'll share my own predictions. Since I can't actually play since I'm hosting this game. Maybe I should share my predictions on Talking Mayhem Mania.
Oh.
Maybe I should do that.
Mike, just send it on the Slack on the DM. Just you don't have to email.
I'm emailing the show like everyone else. Okay.
It's only fair.
Okay.
I also am doing it to check and make sure the email works.
That's a good thing because sometimes it falls out because you never know.
Yes.
We're on a reliable service now, I swear. Okay? Like, we actually pay for it. Okay?
It's called Angel Fire.
No. I won't say
It's an Angel Fire to Space Jail.
It's
called Hotmail.
And she's beautiful.
She's real.
She lives in Canada.
She's real and she's spectacular.
In a GeoCity.
I met her after she read my live journal.
Her webcam is just broken. That's all.
Anyways.
I'm trying to get CompuServe in there, but there's nothing for it.
just scream CompuServe. Just like.
Gentlemen, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
All right, Sorgi, I learned something.
Yes.
I learned as hard as this may be hard to believe, but there actually is a way to improve upon the ace commentary team of AEW, Excalibur and Taz.
Oh my God,
they did it tonight on AEW Dark.
No.
-1 sat in on commentary for a few matches tonight.
Well, we know -1 has
until his bedtime, I'm assuming.
Until his bedtime, and 10 dragged him off backstage. -10 has a dirty mouth.
Now,
and
Matt, did you also
I
hear
love
the
this
follow-up
kid.
to this?
I don't know. I was trying to watch 2 shows at once, so I might not
Okay,
accommodate.
no, there's a follow-up to this. -1's younger brother, -123, is now on the referee staff.
Oh, no.
Yes.
There is going to be a blow-off.
I saw it. I saw it
Oh, yeah.
on Bryce's Facebook page.
I need to get booked there immediately.
I got a so how are they having him do this? Because don't they tape dark at like 1 in the morning? It seems. So
No, it's just.
I mean,
slap him
I
a
mean-
Red Bull.
yeah, to that
I mean,
8-year-old.
he didn't seem tired to me. Just watch.
I don't know from
Just-
like anything I read, they say like -1, like whenever they say like they tell him like, dude, kid, it's like 1 in the morning. Aren't you tired? Apparently, he's like wired at all times.
Yeah.
Like he's just happy to be there and just doing stuff. So like
That's great. That's
The promo he cut on Marco's stunt is still one of my favorite promos of last year.
yeah, like how
And that's not a joke.
oh yeah, it was great because like how you gonna sit here and let a kid tell you, man, it's okay when I grow up, I'm gonna still be bigger than you, and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
I'm like, that's the sickest PG burn that you can ever think of. Like, I'm always going to be taller than you. That's just that cuts you to the core.
Oh yeah.
Like how shitty would it be if he like ended up being exactly as tall as Marco Stein?
No, how great would it be if like Marco Stunt's on his retirement tour and now he's as tall as Brody. He just beat his ass.
They just start calling Marco Stunt -1 centimeter.
Oh.
He's gonna end up sitting on like 10 shoulders. It's weird enough. 10 follows me for some reason. I don't even know why.
What, really?
No joke. He follows me, and I'm like,
that's cool.
I'm like, I don't know what the guy did.
I think oh, why can't I Silvers? John Silvers, Johnny Hungy, which is my favorite Dark Order member. Sorry, Colt Cabana. I think he retweets every time I mention him. So
I don't even know if Colt Cabana is technically a member yet.
No, he's a member. He's the dad of the group. So
yeah, you got the black and purple gear. It's
yeah.
official.
Oh yeah, it's official. He's in. But I'm glad you're still doing that stuff, and that is still like they're the reason to watch BTE right now. So like it's really good. So I'm glad they haven't, with everything, lost any steam.
My birthday was 3 days ago, idiot.
Oh, the Hangman celebration misfire.
Oh
He
man.
said yes.
Oh,
I'm just waving everything off, and I'm like, where did you get these shirtless guys to come off the back?
Like my favorite thing is any interaction between Silvers and Wardlow. Because he can cut the sexual tension with a knife, and Wardlow's not entirely sure if he likes it. So it's fantastic. So that's great.
I swear, I think my favorite BTE moment with like Dark Order was when they got drunk with Hangman Page and like Numero Uno trying to like read the thing off his hand, but it's so messed up.
Yeah.
He's so drunk, he's like, I love you, but you want to join our dark orgy? And they're all like, dark orgy.
There's super cuts of just like John Silver's being weird on YouTube. It's so good. If you don't want to go through all the other crap, like here's a random thing where Christopher Daniels apparently hit Brandon Cutler's credit card with his, because they both have white minifans for some reason, and like that kind of random shit. And when I saw Fender Bender, I thought it was going to be about Matt Hardy's Fender Bender last week, because there was like, hey, Matt Hardy's been in an accident. It's okay. He's fine. It's like, really? So, God, rock him and bubble wrap. Christian, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
I think there was one thing I learned from wrestling this week is we all have bad matches. We have matches where we wish like they never seen a light of day, or we wish they never happened, or even during the match we're like nothing's going according to plan, or And it's so easy to blame this person, that person, but at the end of the day, both of you made it to the end. You both lived. And one thing I learned, bad matches will always happen in your career. It's just a matter of fact of how will you get past it. Like, you can't sit here and let it eat you up and let it, like, derail you from doing anything else great in your career. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of athletes. What really makes a good wrestler is, or one of the traits is, how can you put that behind you? How can you improve? How can you know, all right, this wasn't good. How can I be better? And instead of always putting that person down of, you're the shits, burn your boots, make sure that they could be better too. Because much as no one wants to, I mean, wrestling's a team sport. That's like when I was in high school. Wrestling was a team sport. This is a team sport. You need to trust the person you're in there with. Good, bad, okay, whatever. It can always be better. You can always improve. Don't let it get you down. That's what I learned this week.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
Cool.
Who wants to follow that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Bobby, it's your turn now.
Don't bring hunting blades in the locker room like you did.
Yeah.
I learned from Sorg's tweet today that WWE desperately needs to sign Dalton Castle now, so he can be on Peacock.
Yes.
And for that matter, RJ City's going to be on the bump tomorrow, so sign him too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and then sign Riz and get Riz to interview both of them.
RJ City is going to be on the Royal Rumble watch along too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's been doing a few of those. So.
I mean, he's
Let him
right there. I mean,
sign him.
what are the Mayhem Mania players waiting for? Like, use RJ City. He's right. There's no. I won't say no.
Can we just book the watch along the Mayhem Mania?
Oh, maybe that's what we should do this year. No Mayhem Cluster Battle Rumble. We're gonna book the watch along.
I like that. Yeah, instead of a host, we get to be on the watch along.
Mayhem just needs to host its own like actual wrestling show. You can book everything you want.
Don't tempt me, Christian.
You know y'all got the homies to do it.
You've been reading my secret diary.
Your live journal, if you will.
Partially related, I did have a wrestling dream the other night, and it wasn't one of those dreams where it's just like a horror show production nightmare. You know, that the show's about to start and I didn't hook anything up kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which I have a lot. But I had a dream that I was watching New Japan World, and I found an old match with Super Hentai in like a no-ropes barbed wire tag match.
What the fuck?
And then I realized, I know he went to Japan, but I have no recollection with what promotion. So in my head, this worked. So...
Wow, that's awesome.
Now that's out into the world. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry. I don't know what's on New Japan because thanks to the Enjoy Wrestling guys, I watched this wild, great Muta transformation pre-match and then match thing that was fucking wild. And I don't know what New Japan has done over the years or whatever promotions over there. I just know. Plus, my first exposure to Japanese wrestling was probably ICP Stranglemania. So,
wow.
I have a bar that we've gone from. So, anyways, was that what I learned?
I guess, or
yeah. I think we all learned along the way there.
You learned Japan is weird.
Yeah.
I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with wrestling.
They're exploding electric cage matches.
Yo, we all rented the wrong anime at the VHS store back in the day, right?
Oh, it was so much worse than that. I'm talking about when I was in Japan.
Oh no.
Yeah. When you're in the Electric Village and you're looking at anime toys, never go in the basement.
Oh no.
Never go in the basement.
See, I'm used to like the basement in the comic book shops, like the best place.
Yep. Nope. Not there. I mean, I guess it could be the best place depending on kind of person you are. But
that's perfect for me.
No,
then.
no, don't do it.
There you go. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just like they read in a different direction. It's just, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What I learned from wrestling though is that I would like Samoa Joe to do a one-man commentary on every Royal Rumble. I say this because WWE on the WWE Network, coming soon to the cock,
Yes.
has a
Thank you.
it's been way too long without a cock joke. So
Yeah, it's been like an hour.
but they have a replay of last year's Royal Rumble with a lot of people talking on it. And Nikki Cross is adorable talking about the Rumble. Samoa Joe just rips into everyone, and it's great.
Like,
it's
just
absolutely
like,
wonderful.
is he just like cutting a promo on everybody, or?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
every time they cut to him, they're just like, well, I mean, this is what you do. This is what you do. And when he comes into the Rumble, he's like, "Hey, yeah, me and I was just trying to get everyone to follow my lead, take out Seth, but now y'all are getting stomped, and that's not my problem. That's your problem."
There you go. Bobby, did you go? I know we were teasing you, but
Yeah,
did we actually go?
I was the Dalton Castle.
You were the Dalton Castle.
Peacock.
Matt,
Yeah.
you went. From the chat room, Alex learned that apparently the Peacock deal is the end of professional wrestling, if you believe people are saying on Twitter.
What?
That's what
I
they
haven't seen
said
that one
when
yet, but
TV
okay.
was created.
I think that's what they said when the network happened, So
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They said the end of wrestling, that should happen years ago. Every year, wrestling comes up with some, as I put, some Looney Tune ass shit. But we love that Looney Tune ass shit. That's
yeah. I mean, I feel like we're getting to an ECW like how it was like, how violent can we get? Now it's like, hey, we lit somebody on fire this year. Now what?
You have to eat somebody now.
Yeah.
We also did throw two people off a building.
Yes.
We threw someone in an open grave, and we still haven't seen his friends.
Shit, they shot somebody on TNA.
Yeah, they did.
And they shot somebody in 2PW. So, well, they didn't shoot somebody. They fired. But yeah, it was close. But
Randy Orton is the Scranton Strangler.
I love you.
Oh, so that's the Office character you want?
That's the crossover.
That's the.
Oh my god.
That's the cock crossover.
Chris LaRusso says, "Don't give Noir the book."
If they ever let my ass book one show,
Listen, when we get the Wrestling Mayhem show, wrestling show, we'll give the special Christian Noir feature match to you.
oh yeah. I mean, speaking of LaRusso, since he's here, if I would ever book Chris in one match, I would want to book him versus a little person. That's just
Bradley.
Legitly put Bradley in the ring when I'll be like, all right, look, I need you to go like a good 20. What? Yeah, you heard me, Bradley. I need you to go a good 20.
Hey, Bradley does have experience in leg wrestling.
Is that like a thing?
Which also involved fire here in the studio, by the way. So.
He's
Sorry,
hardcore.
that sounds like you're starting OnlyFans.
Sorg's OnlyFans is how to like properly rap chords.
just like a shower, just two hands, just winding it up, nice and neat. No kinks unless you're into it.
We don't kink shame.
As I bring.
And we have multicolored zip ties. Just pull and release. Pull and release.
Yeah, there's been times when I'm like, I walk into a show that's not mine, and be like, that's some really good cord taping right there. And then Matt, do you remember when I was texting you at like 2 a.m. when I was really concerned because the cords at New Japan, it was one of those smaller venue setups like they've been doing right now. It was like the end of December when they're doing whatever lead up to Wrestle Kingdom, and like all the equipment for something was like on like the bleacher and all the shit was hanging out, and I was concerned. Okay, I was concerned for everything.
They didn't go anywhere.
Yes.
Don't they know Suzuki's about to go through the entire crowd here?
Like
I'd say that there have been a few. There's been at least one show where Sorgatron has had a particularly stressful evening. And although he has done this in the nicest way possible, yes, he did, has taken the cord away from me and wound it up himself because I was I mean, that's okay. Yeah, that's your domain. I don't step.
And I want to point out. I want to point out.
Master of his domain.
I want to point out. I am shit with wrapping cord freehand.
But you're better than me, apparently.
That's why. That's
Sorg's
why.
Sorg's kink is Cord's Gone Wild.
That's why I have giant orange rollers that take up all the fucking room in my car because I can't trust myself with cords.
Sorg, I have a question. When you get a new laptop, do you have to delete Ucorn from your browser history?
What?
Ucorn.
You say Ucord?
Ucord.
Ucord. Okay. Okay.
Get that domain.
Okay.
I feel like Sorg might be like a daddy dom in like production meetings.
What? A what?
That's actually what it says on his business card.
Hello, my kitten. You will wrap these cords properly. You will hook up everything as I say. Do I make myself clear? Growls in their ear. Yes, Sorg.
Come to think of it, when I helped with that one show, that is exactly what happened.
If Suzuki tripped over a cord, dozens of people would die. Yes. Yes. Also,
he uninstalls half the guardrail every time he goes out there for a match. So
dude, the guardrail is bullshit in New Japan. Like they're not even
like,
trying.
It's like King Kong ripping the side of a building off of the wall.
And they set up all that equipment right by the obviously ineffectual guardrail that almost killed Jim Ross at one time. And almost started a legit fight with the UFC fighter, and they still won't fix that shit because it's Japan, and we don't give a fuck. Even though like we're dumping ring timekeepers and commentary people on the floor every fucking show because Suzuki wants to, or whoever, or my God, when Lance Archer was there and just like chucked people that probably were fans.
Just dropping young lions as he was going out there throwing them.
It was just the wildest shit I've ever seen. From the chat room, Marco Stun is in one of my Discord servers, says Alex Cars. So we did try to help raise money when he was injured that one time. So let's see. The E rating is needed for tonight's show. Yeah, I don't. I don't click that button. I let everybody else figure it out for themselves.
He's for everybody in video games.
Hey. Wait. What did we say lately? Was it that last cock comment? I don't know. Anyways.
Probably. It's okay. I'm sure whoever is listening is cockeyed at this point.
Okay, that's enough.
Only 5 more years of this.
Yeah. Unless they renew. Oh my God. Who knows what that would rebrand it by then?
I mean, surely they will have caught on and like rename Peacock something else by then, right?
Sure. Like,
nope.
Like after 5 years of these jokes, they will rename it eventually, right?
To the Paramount
to
Network.
Like stupid like NBC Plus or something.
Somebody
they will do that, right?
Somebody referred to Paramount Plus as the PP network earlier today, and I just can't even. Really?
Hey, look, they set themselves up for this.
Yeah, welcome to the next generation, man. Christian Noir, I hope you had fun.
I did.
I know you got new followers, but I hope you had fun along the way.
Yeah, I've realized that people are just outright horny, and this shit is crazy. Like.
Yeah, well, this is a show.
It's just the tip of the cockberg.
Yeah, this is a bunch of people. This is a show of all of us sitting at home talking about professional wrestling. What do you think is going on?
We've also been at home for damn near a year.
Yeah.
And haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah. True that. Everybody is 50 Shades of horny. Shit, do you remember when Italy? Remember when they were on quarantine?
Yeah.
Like they were first. You know, Pornhub made like their like premium free for Italy.
Yeah. Well, they did that here too, didn't they? Like,
they did that here too.
Yep. When they first made it free, man, I switched my server right over to Italy. I was like, hey yo, look.
That VPN.
Yep, I was like,
You
hey,
were watching all that IndieWrestling.us content that made it over there, right?
oh, if that's what you want to call. I mean, there were some tight lockups, bro.
Now, did you watch until someone went over, or did you just catch part of the match?
It was kind of a flash finish, so like took me out of nowhere.
God damn it! Perfect. Oh, fucking hell!
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
This is the kind of content that we've been doing for 15 years.
Yeah, they haven't taken us off the air yet.
I don't know. Speaking of, I don't even know how I did. I don't know even how I was still allowed in locker rooms the way I talk.
I'm trying to figure out how I built a career out for this show. So it's true. Anyways, dude, I work with churches.
Church is free, sir.
Anyways,
Can't afford it.
Church is free, but podcasting is religion.
oh, I like that actually.
We can give that to Rev.
Is that a Blackcraft T-shirt?
Yeah, let's have a couple shows on that.
Yeah. They'll get us through 4 shows and a mockery at WrestleMania. Love you guys. Sup, Matt? Sup, Bill? So, sup, Black.
My favorite thing's gonna be like at 12:30 tonight. Sorg's gonna go. So what did we talk about on this show?
I got my notes. I got my notes. Mandalorian Thirst Trap, Cock Grenade, Thirst Trap. What was in there twice?
More thirst traps.
And
That's
porn
what you need.
and part 2.
Sorg, we
Pornhub.
said your notes, not your search terms.
So, do you have Tourette's now?
Mandalorian Thirst Trap Pornhub.
Peacock Thirst Trap. Peacock Thirst Trap.
You know what?
Cord kinks.
You know, so just for that, on my OnlyFans, I'm gonna put on my helmet and I'm gonna have a peacock thing coming out of my ass.
Let's add it. Christian Noir panned Nubis on TikTok. And information coming soon for his OnlyFans, apparently. Once he gets a photographer that's willing to put up with this shit.
And the entire photo shoot must be done while Nelly Shake Your Tail Feathers going on.
Like, cameraman, you need to get closer to my nuts, cameraman. Like closer. Like I need to feel your breath on me.
Wow.
You know, I was going to have a tasteful pitch for a friend that's a photographer, but I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Don't worry about the 6 feet, bro. I got both my shots. It's cool.
All right.
I thought you were going to go somewhere completely different when you said the 6 feet.
Mad Mike 483 on the Twitter. Oh, my side hurts.
Oh, God. I'm on Twitter, but me being on Twitter is not the important thing. There is a Twitter account I want everyone to follow here. Sorg, let me ask you a question. Do you like chocolates?
Oh boy.
Do I?
I don't know. You let me in here, so.
Not sure where this is going.
No. One of my friends who I've known for years recently opened up a chocolatier company because she had to shut down her restaurant during COVID. And she makes amazing desserts, does hot cocoa bombs of all shapes and sizes. Lot of great stuff.
No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Nothing.
I'm being serious.
I know.
Like a lot of great stuff. If you go to @HV Sugar Co. on Twitter, all the information's up there. I would highly appreciate if you just go there, follow her Twitter page, and see if anything comes to mind because they have Valentine's Day stuff coming up too. So there's plenty of Valentine's Day like packets.
Hudson Valley Sugar Company. Yes. As well, hvsugarco.com. However you would like to do that.
And she ships everywhere. So
there you go. There you go.
I'm gonna hit this up as soon as I leave here.
Trust me about my physique. It's fucking good.
There you go. There you go. go.
I'm about to say I just got in shape after wrestling, and they'll ask me to come back. Hey man, one more match. God man, I can't do it. What you mean? Hit the ropes.
Bobby FJ Town back with us. Bobby FJ Town on the Twitters.
I do things sometimes. I don't have anything to plug.
Good enough. I'm just happy to have you back, man.
Yeah.
It's good to see
you. Hopefully I'll be back sooner.
There you
again.
go. There you go.
More often.
And Mainstream Matt, of course, the host of Just Pro Wrestling News podcast, justprowrestlingnews.com.
That's right. Hey kids, do you like wrestling news? Do you hate scrolling through endless websites full of filler, rumors, nonsense, and pictures of the girls? Well, Just Pro Wrestling News, 5 minutes or less. We catch you up on all the major news and all the major pro wrestling world. Very easy, very convenient. 5 minutes every morning. We're there for you. You're there for us. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com. Check it out, please.
There you go. I sometimes ask my Google Home to please play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast because I can't get enough of Matt reading the news.
You're welcome.
Wrestling Mayhem Show. Next week, we will be joined by the Rev Ron Hunt. What is he going to do with Mayhem Mania over next week? So, and what the hell, how is he going to follow? He might even rescind that offer after he hears this show. But so he will be joining us as part of the Wrestling Mayhem Show next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, or on your podcast machine. Yes, your steam-powered podcast machine. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, in the chat room. Until next time, Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.